Welcome back to our channel everyone. So today we'll be looking into operators in C programming. So first let's see the definition of an operator. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform specific mathematical or logical functions. And in C language there are 6 different types of operators. First is the arithmetic operator, second is relational, third is logical, fourth is assignment, fifth one is the bitwise, and there are other operators used in C programming. So first is the arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operators basically perform function on arithmetic and mathematical operations on operands. So an operands, for example, if I have 1 plus 2, here 1 and 2 are known as operands and plus is known as the operator. In arithmetic operators there are two different type of operators. One is unary and the other is binary. Unary operators performs operations on a single operand and it is also known as increment and decrement operator. The symbols used are plus plus and minus minus. Second one is the binary operator. These operators perform operations on two operands and are known as binary operators. So these symbols used in binary operators are plus, minus, multiplication and division. First is an unary arithmetic operator, also known as increment and decrement operator. The increment operator, whose symbol is plus plus, increases the value of a variable by 1. Similarly, the decrement operator, minus minus, decreases the value of a variable by 1. These two operators can be used as prefix and postfix. If we use the increment operator as a prefix like plus plus x, first the value of x is incremented by 1, then it returns the value. So in this, basically the value of x is incremented and then the incremented value is used in the next function. Similarly, if we use the plus plus operator as a postfix, the original value of x is returned first and then x is incremented by 1. So here the value of x is used first and then for the next function it is incremented by 1. And then similarly the decrement operator works in similar way to the increment operator, except that instead of increasing the value by 1, it decreases the value by 1. So now let us look into a program. Here we have a simple C programming. To show the working of increment and decrement operator, we have the standard stdio.h header file, library file included. Then we have the main function. In the main function we have defined 4 integer values a, b, c, d, and initialize a, b, c, d to 10, 20, 30 and 40. Initially we will be using increment, pre-increment operation to a and b, and then we will be using post increment and post decrement value for c and d. First one is plus plus a, which is pre-increment of a. Here it first increments of the value of a and then prints it. So here the value of a is 10, it increments it by 1 and prints 11. Second is it first decrements the value of b and then prints it. So it is pre-decrement. Here the value of b is 20, it decrements the value by 1, so it prints 19 over here. And then we have C++, which is post increment. It first prints the value of c and then increments the value of c. Initially value of c is 30, so it prints 30. And then similarly post decrement, it initially prints the value of d and then decrements the value by 1. So we'll look into the output of this program. So as you can see here, plus plus c is 11, plus plus a is 11, minus minus b is 19, and then c plus plus is 30, and then d minus minus is 40. So here is the output for this program. Then after unary arithmetic operator we have binary operators under arithmetic operators. So under binary operators, the various operations performed are: first is addition, second subtraction, multiplication, division, and then the remainder. Here are the examples and the operators used for addition. Here a plus b operation is addition and the operator is plus. Similarly, it is same for the rest 4. And then we have the remainder operator, which is percentile symbol, and it returns the remainder of a divided by b in the given example. So here is the program for the arithmetic operator. Here we have a simple C program in which we have declared two integer values a and b as 20 and 10 and C to store the result, and we are performing the various different binary arithmetic operations on a and b over here. First one is adding, then we add a plus b, then we subtract a minus b, then a multiplied with b, a divided by b, and then we have in the last we have the remainder of a divided by b. Here C is equal to a percentile b, which gives back the remainder of the a divided by b. So now we'll look into the output of this particular program. So here is the output. So first one a plus b, it is 20, and then a minus b, it is 10. Sorry, a plus b is 30, and then a is 20 and b is 10. So a plus b is 30, a minus b is 10, a multiplied by b is 200, a divided by b is 2, and then the remainder is 0. And here a divided by it gives back the quotient. So a divided by b, 20 by 10, quotient is 2, and the remainder for the last one is 0. So now binary operators is done. Now we'll move on to relational operators. These are the operators which are used for comparison of the values of two operands, and the output of the relational expression is either true or false. True is binary 1 and false is binary 0. In the below table you can see the different type of operators in relational operators, and then the example in the output. First is greater than, example 3 greater than 0. So this is a true condition, so the output will be true, which is 1. 1 because it returns only true or false, which is 1 or 0, so 1. Then we have greater than or equal to, 3 greater than or equal to, so it's true because 3 is greater than 0 and output is 1. Similarly, less than, 3 less than 0, false, output is 0. Then less than or equal to, so 3 is less than or equal to 0, then this is false, so output will be 0, which is false. Then equal to is a relational operator which is used to specifically check whether two operands are similar. So 3 is not equal to 0, hence it is false, so output is 0. Then the last one is not equal to, it checks if two operators are not equal to, so 3 is not equal to 0, hence this function is true, this condition is true, so the output is 1. Now we look into the program of this relational operators. Here we have a simple C program for demonstrating the working of a relational operator. Here we have initialized a, b, c as 5, 5 and 10, and we have used different relational operators in here, such as equal to, similarly equal to, and then we have greater than, less than, not equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So we'll look into the output of this program. Here a is 5, b is 5 and c is 10. So the output, okay, so now you can see the output over here. 5 is equal to 5, it is true, so it prints as 1. Then we have 5 is equal to 10, this is false, so it prints as 0. Then we have 5 greater than or equal to 10, so this is 0. So similarly 5 greater than 0. So these are the different type of outputs which you can see using relational operator, and as you can see there are different operations performed by relational operators, and the output of this operators is either true or false, so it is 1 or 0 depending on the condition. Here we can see that this condition is true. Then we have 5 greater than or equal to 10, both the greater than and equal to conditions are false, so it prints as 0. Then we have 5 is less than or equal to, then we have 5 is less than 10, which is true, so it prints 1. Now relational operators is done. Now we'll look into the next operator, which is logical operator. Logical operators are used to combine two or more conditions expressions logically. The result of operation of a logical operator is a boolean value which is either true, 1 or false. It is similar to, the output is similar to the relational operator, that is true or false. Here in this table we have 3 different logical operators: and, or, and not, which is also known as logical and, logical or, and logical not. These are the symbols used for logical and, or, and logical not. So now we look into the example. Here x is 6, y is 3. The condition is x is less than 10 and y is greater than 1. This returns true because 6 is less than 10, which is true, and 10 and and 3 is greater than 1, so this is also true, so 1 and 1, so it returns true. Similarly in logical or, x is 6 and y is 3. Now we have x is equal to 5 or y is equal to 5. Here both the conditions are false, so it returns as false. Now we have logical not. Here we have x is 6 and y is 3. So x not of x is equal to y. Not returns the not value of the condition inside the bracket. So x is equal to y. 6 is equal to 3 is false. So not of false is true. So it returns true. Now we'll see the C program of logical operators. Here it is a simple C program to show the working of logical operators. Here A, B and C is 5, 5 and 10, and result is stored the result. Initially we are printing the value of A, B and C. Then we are using the logical and here, logical or here, and logical not over here. So we'll see the output of this program. So as you can see the output, here value of A is 5, B is 5 and C is 10. The first condition is true, so 5 is equal to 5 is true, and 10 is greater than 5, both are true, so it is true, which is 1. Next we have 5 is equal to 5, which is true, and C is less than B. 10 is less than 5, which is false, so it returns false. If one condition is true and another condition is false, it returns false in logical AND. So both the conditions should be satisfied for logical AND to return true. Next is logical OR. Next we have A is not equal to B, so 5 is not equal to 5, which is false, and C is less than B. 10 is less than 5, which is false, so hence it is false. Next we have logical not operator. A is not equal to B. A is 5 and B is 5, so internal condition is false, so not of false is true, so it is 1. Next we have A is equal to B, which is 5 is equal to 5, it is true, so not of true is false, which is 0. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe to our channel.